I air my tire pressure up to 120 psi. You want your tire pressure up to be, fairly high. If it's down too low, like 100 psi or lower, you get too much bounce in your roller. When you're going to be pedaling at high RPMs, you're going to get a lot of bounce. So I like my tire pressure up really high. I like it at 120 psi. This is Chris in Boise. In this video, we're going to be working on a sprint training workout on a set of Krietler rollers. This workout is primarily focused on training myself to be comfortable at a higher RPM or higher cadence. Typically, when you jump into your sprint, your cadence is going to be significantly higher, and you want to be used to a good high cadence in your sprint. So this is a good opportunity in the wintertime on your rollers to actually train your body to be more comfortable at a higher RPM. My sprint interval training workout consists of doing about a 10 to 15 minute warm up, pedaling the easy, nice cadence, about 70, 80 RPM. Then I'm going to move into a little bit higher RPMs, be training my cadence about 110 to 115 RPMs, and that will consist of an hour interval at 110, 115 RPMs. And then after that, I'll give myself about a 10-minute rest, and then I'll riding it back down to an easy cadence, 80, 70, 80. Then I'm going to bump into my sprint intervals, riding at 130 to 135 RPM. And I'll do those sets, 10 to 15 sets. Give myself about a minute break in between the sets, the high RPM sets. And then I'm going to move into, after that, I'm going to do my training, working my pedal stroke and trying to perfect my stroke on the pedal, doing good, perfect circles, having an efficient pedal stroke. And I'll do one-legged at a time, right leg and then left leg, with one leg unhooked out of the pedal. And I do that for a minute per leg, and three sets each for each leg. And then I'll go into my warm down, which is about 10 minutes. And that will include my sprint. I just easy at about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to kick my RPMs up and keep the resistance down, but I want my RPMs about 105 to 100 RPMs, and I'm going to do that for an hour. So I'm going to kick it up. I got my Garmin Edge 305 on my bike where I could monitor my cadence, and I got it up to 103. I got 106 now. I'm going to maintain this RPM for between 105 and 110 for an hour. I'm going to see. I've been riding now for an hour at 105 to 110 RPM. Now I'm going to start to work some intervals. It's super high RPMs. I'm trying to hit 125 to 132 RPMs. I'm going to do intervals, 10 to 15 second intervals. So I'll get it up to 130. And then relax. If you're doing intervals, I'm going to try to keep it up. I'm going to try to get my intervals up to about 135, 140 RPMs today. I'm going to do another 130 RPM interval here. It's like this. Right now 132. Keep it smooth. keep from bouncing off the rollers. This is what you're trying to work on, is being comfortable with a really high cadence. Hitting 132 to 135 right now. Work on those circles, consistent, even pedal circles. My 10th interval. I'm going to try to do 10 to 15 and get another one. 130 RPM plus if you can. You want to be comfortable with those high RPMs so the sprint is comfortable to you. I'm going to finish up my intervals, 10 to 15, and then do a couple exercises on the bike. I got my high cadence intervals done now. It'll take about 10 minutes of riding easy, to rest, relax. And then I'm going to try to work on turning perfect circles with my cranks and all. Just remove one foot and start cycling with one foot. And I do 1 minute intervals like this, and this will teach you how to pedal a perfect circle. Your circles aren't really well on the bike. If they're jarring, you'll start balancing back and forth. You'll have dead spots. You should feel constant tension on that pedal stroke the whole time. I do 3 sets of those, one minute intervals for each leg. Really concentrating on feeling the same tension throughout the whole circle on your pedal. 3 sets, 1 minute for each leg. After that, I do another 5-10 minute break. And I do a little calf workout too. And I'll shift to the highest gear on my bike, hardest tension. And now I concentrate on every time the downstroke. I don't pull up on the upstroke, but I only push on the downstroke with each calf. Flexing, contracting the calf on each leg of every downstroke. So I'm really exaggerating my pedal stroke, pointing down to the ground, trying to flex my calves on each stroke. And it's giving me a good calf workout, and I'll do that for 3-minute intervals, and I do 3 sets of those. After that, I'll do a warm down for about 8 minutes, and that concludes my sprint training workout.